even more in the near future. But one key economic accomplishment during Biden's first year I'd like to highlight the most is the large budget deficit decrease he has produced. In his first year, the deficit decreased by $380 billion. That's an average drop of $36 billion each month. This is huge.
New round of checks specifically for people that need it. Don't forget that the first major stimulus package to be passed during the crisis was the CARES Act. It was passed in March 2020, included about $150 billion for state and local governments. However, the money came with a spending deadline of December 31st, 2021, and the funding has been used on a vast range of projects. But about $10.4 billion of the money sent to those government entities has not been spent. This means there are billions of dollars left in crisis relief funds that could be put towards another round of stimulus payments, and there are already multiple states and cities that have proposed extra stimulus checks for residents that are financially struggling right now because of the crisis. States like California, Illinois, and Tennessee have already agreed to send out more relief checks, and that's some great news. The Supreme Court Justice has a plan to retire and is throwing another curveball into the efforts to get President Biden's agenda passed. Appointing Justice Breyer's replacement to the court is a win for President Biden and the Democrats. By the timing of the announcement, could make it more difficult for Biden and Democratic lawmakers to negotiate and pass the Build Back Better bill, which is a social spending plan which everyone wants to get done. Biden has told reporters that plans to complete the process as quickly as possible are underway. Biden said he plans to announce his nominee soon. Democratic aides have already indicated that the Majority Leader, Chuck Schumer, will try to follow a confirmation timeline close to that of Supreme Court Justice Amy Coney Barrett. A nomination will be followed by confirmation hearings from the Senate Judiciary Committee, and eventually a confirmation vote on the Senate floor.
This is a night and day difference from the past administration, which only increased the budget deficit year after year during his time in office. But even better, Biden is on track to reduce the deficit by more than $1 trillion this year. This is truly remarkable. We are building a better America for generations to come.
So there are many of you that will be eligible to receive an extra $200 monthly Social Security benefit boost this year. The SSI has confirmed that there are eligibility requirements to receive this increase in monthly benefits. So in this fourth stimulus check update, I'm going over the most important stimulus news. So the 2022 COLA increases have been applied to new Social Security recipients and their payments for February, and these boosted checks will start to hit bank accounts very soon. This year, the highest COLA ever will be applied to benefits with a 5.9% increase to account for rampant and sudden inflation during the crisis. But this means that monthly benefits will also be increased. Some beneficiaries will also see a larger increase than others, while each person's Social Security benefit will depend on their earnings and the amount of years worked. There is a group of beneficiaries that will be receiving an extra $200 or more per month in their benefit check. In order for a 5.9% increase to result in an extra $200 per month in benefits, you would have needed to have received at least $3,300 per month in 2021. The maximum benefit for someone who retired at age 7 years in 2021 was around $3,800. Now I know many of you are wondering how you can receive this extra boosted payment.
Recovery coaches share their own stories of lived experience and often are able to help connect people to services and supports. In fact, we've seen with our state opioid response grant, many states now have programs where they have recovery coaches connecting with emergency departments. So when an individual is brought to an emergency department, they're linked up with a recovery coach, and then the recovery coach helps with system navigation, helps them get connected to care, or helps them with whatever they need. Often they say their first question is, how can I help you in your recovery today? So those programs make a difference. We've seen recovery coaches also in working in methadone programs, working in supported employment programs, and it's an area in terms of SAMHSA that's a priority for us in terms of expanding our recovery